Yo, 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 Big Catch back up in here, man. I'm scrolling online and they said Prodigy, the one half of Mobb Deep, had choked on an egg. I don't remember hearing that one right there, y'all. This don't sit well with me. I don't remember hearing this one. I thought he passed from the sickle cell anemia joint. I don't remember choking on no egg. I don't remember him choking on no egg. I don't remember that. Somebody please correct me, man. Somebody please let me know. Do y'all remember something like this? Choking on an egg? I'm going to leave a link in the description. We about to get into the video. Y'all know I'm like holding y'all. Without further ado, let's get it.
You know what I mean? I believe definitely maybe some of these label heads, like major labels and like major corporate companies, might have something to do with it, and they, you know, might be involved with the agenda.
To say the least. According to the Clark County Medical Examiner, Prodigy, one half of Mobb Deep, choked on an egg while at the hospital getting
Egg? What?
treated for a flare.
And now, like, I talked to Noriega this morning. He was like, okay, I realized.
Oh, I definitely don't want to hear from him. I definitely don't want to hear from him.
I realized that I really don't feel Prodigy died from choking on an egg.
Jay-Z ain't had to say when it was on, and he was getting dissed. Him and Nas. Mobb Deep and Biggie were the only ones from New York active in that situation. So Jay-Z is a bitch for making that quote in his lyrics.
Oh. Why is she throwing up all them signs? She ain't no gangbanger. Why is she throwing up all them signs?
Prodigy of Mobb Deep wasn't just a rap legend. He was also
Prodigy was calling out all of them. Just like Pimp C. Calling out all of them.
also one of the most outspoken and controversial figures when it came to exposing the dark side of the music industry, and many fans believe this cost him his life. See, the comment Prodigy made in his final interview and also the tweets he shared in the months leading up to his bizarre death raised more questions than answers. And the reason I'm calling it a bizarre death is because Prodigy passed when he choked on an egg while in the hospital. Well,
I don't remember hearing that. I don't remember hearing that one, y'all.
At least that's the official story. But most fans never bought this version of events, especially after they started digging deeper into Prodigy's comments about the Illuminati and the people who control the music industry. Before he passed, Prodigy was dropping bombs on social media, speaking out against the system. And he even went so far as to suggest that some of the biggest names in hip-hop, yes, including Jay-Z, were involved in a secret society where their role is to push a certain agenda to the public. But that's not all. Prodigy also hinted at
secret society trying to keep their eye on me.
Something even more sinister, claiming there were disturbing organized crimes happening within the entertainment world, targeting the most innocent. So what's the real story behind Prodigy's passing? Was he a victim of those same people he was exposing? And what exactly did he reveal in his final interview? Let's break it down.
I still had no fear in my heart, you know, about speaking my mind and letting people know what time it is. There's no reason for me to fear, because it's really nothing. There's nothing they can do besides and I'm not afraid of that. Doing all this ritualistic and rituals on little, you know, they doing their little kids.
Oh, he was exposing them. I'm telling you, everybody that's out there exposing, they try to get rid of them. Everybody trying to get they try to get rid of them. Y'all remember when that it was somebody who texted Kanye West. He was like, all right, you keep it up. I'm gonna put you back on that medication or something like that. I forgot how the message went.
Doing satanic rituals, like this stuff is really going on in this world. Like, you know what I mean? You got you know, sick people like Jeffrey Dahmer and different people like that. And I believe that it was a different background to it, why he was doing what he was doing. I think it was some ritualistic things going on.
Absolutely, they said.
Back in 2007.
Oh, he talking to Alex Jones. Oh yeah. Ain't no egg, bro. Can't be. Egg? Come on, bro.
And while Prodigy was still behind bars doing a 3.5-year bid for possession, he shook things up in a major way. Right before dropping HNIC Part 2, he put out an open letter aimed at Jay-Z and made some cryptic but heavy accusations hinting that Jay might be connected to a secret society, feeding into the whole Illuminati theory. In fact, many believe Prodigy was the one who really put hip-hop into the whole Illuminati conversation, and he actually started speaking on it way back in the 90s when most people had never even heard the word Illuminati in connection to rap music.
Nah, look, check this out. Go back and listen to Onyx too. Onyx started to get up on it too. Yup. Onyx. See, when people was getting locked up, they get enlightened when they go in jail. You know what I'm saying? Because when you in jail, they get to reading them books. They try to keep these type of books away from us.
Prodigy had been dropping bars about the Illuminati way before most rappers even knew what it was. Back in 1995, on LL Cool J's I Shot You remix, he rapped, Illuminati want my mind, soul, and my body. Secret society trying to keep their eye on me. But I'ma stay incognito in places they can't find me. Make my moves strategically on the G.O.D. Fast forward to 2008, and he took things to a whole new level with his track Illuminati, where he spits, this is not a theory, the conspiracy is real. They want to put me in a straitjacket in a padded room and tell the world there's 12 monkeys so they can be confused. Prodigy made it clear that in his eyes, the industry wasn't just about music. It was about power, control, and forces moving behind the scenes. And he stayed on that wave all the way up to his final album, Hegelian Dialectic, the Book of Revelation, which dropped on January 20th, 2017, exactly 5 months before his mysterious death on June 20th.
Oh, see how close that was? He was waking people up. People was getting wet. It was like, oh, nah, everybody paying attention to him. Nah, we got to do something about this. Egg? I don't remember hearing that. I never heard that one right there.
Now, I'm going to break down the strange circumstances around his passing in a second. But first, let's talk about that open letter Prodigy wrote from prison where he called out Jay-Z for being part of the Illuminati. In that letter, Prodigy laid everything out, how he experienced an awakening in 1996 and realized it's all a sham. He exposed what he believed was a deeper system at play, not just in music, but in government, religion, and society as a whole. Prodigy wrote, the government, religions, politics, the Federal Reserve, IRS, and everything we believe and live by is a joke. And then he went straight at Jay-Z and claimed that Hov was in the know, but chose to keep quiet and play the game. Jay-Z knows the truth, but he chose sides with evil in order to be accepted in the corporate. Prodigy wrote, Jay-Z conceals the truth from the black community and the world and promotes the lifestyle of the beast instead. But
Damn! What do this sound like if you bring it up to date in 2025? What do this sound like, y'all? What situation do this sound like? Somebody representing the beast. This sound like Drake. He's continuing to represent the beast. This is what this sound like.
P didn't stop there. He also promised to keep exposing the truth until they took him out.
All that, that's a hip hop wall right there. You see all that hip hop on that wall? That's a hip hop wall. That's a hip hop wall. That's a bathroom of a underground joint right there. You see all that hip hop on that wall?
He also promised to keep exposing the truth until they took him out and said he would relentlessly attack Jay-Z, Illuminati, and any and every other evil that exists until my lights are put out. He also added, I fear nothing and no one. I'm fearless because the truth has set me free from the Illuminati mental enslavement, and I have been empowered by God and universe. Now, to be fair, Prodigy did later clear the air and say he didn't actually believe Jay-Z was part of the Illuminati, but he never backed down on the idea that the Illuminati is very real.
I read some of your letters, man, because a lot of them hit the internet, man. One of the things you were talking about a lot while you were in prison.
Yeah, I remember when Jay-Z said,
a lot of the conspiracy theory stuff, Illuminati stuff. Do you still believe that?
Yeah.
First of all, a lot of people, there's a lot of talk of Illuminati, that there's certain rappers in the Illuminati. You know, Jay-Z, Kanye, and so. Do you believe that they're rappers in the Illuminati?
Nah.
You don't believe that? Okay. So how do you see?
He's saying that because it's like levels to it. Jay-Z and people like Kanye West, they not writing no $1 billion checks. They not writing no billion. You see how it's crazy? Like, hey, it's a worldwide. Oh, they billionaires. It's people that's been billionaires long time ago. We just start getting black billionaires just a couple years ago. Like this just start happening. Now some thing, oh, yeah, he's a billionaire. She's a big, they putting it on everybody. Yeah, oh, he's a billionaire. They putting it on everybody, man. Soulja Boy's a billionaire. Lil Bow Wow's a billionaire. Everybody's a billionaire. It's like this, in the past couple years, everybody's a billionaire. Man, these people been billionaires, man. Billionaire. He's a billionaire, man. These people got the billion, like got the money, like got it. Ain't no assets or nothing. They got the assets and the money.
Sort of the role of these conspiracy theories play. Like how is the black community being controlled through that stuff?
Just through food, the environment, medication, branding. It's a lot of stuff, man. It's a lot of, you can go down the whole line. It's a whole web network of things, you know what I mean? That's what I believe.
Y'all look up this book, Outwitting the Devil. Outwitting the Devil. It shows you how they use things like religion. They use things like food. They use the messed up education system. They use a lot of things that they use to get to you. That's why you got to break free from it. You know what I'm saying? You got to break away free. Separate yourselves and be ye separate. That's what the scriptures say.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. People are definitely being manipulated. You know what I mean? It's a business.
And what can you do as an artist? What can we do as media to change that?
We can
work on yourself.
Just be rebellious and speak about it.
Yeah.
Say something.
All right, now let's get.
Work on yourself. That's the only way you can fight it. You born alone, you're gonna die alone. You know what I'm saying? Work on yourself. Cause ain't nobody gonna be beside you when it's time to, you know what I'm saying, when it's time to get judged. Ain't nobody gonna be beside you. Work on yourself. Then go out and speak, what you've been through and all of that, and try to encourage others.
Get into the real convo, Prodigy's death. This one still has hip-hop heads deep in speculation because a lot of fans believe it wasn't just some tragic accident. Because when you've been exposing the industry's puppet masters and calling out the celebs who play by their rules, things tend to get dangerous. See, Prodigy wasn't just casually name-dropping the Illuminati for shock value. He was out here pulling back the curtain on what he believed were hidden forces running the game. And with him making that much noise, some people think his passing might not have been so random. So Prodigy had been battling sickle cell disease for years, and at first, everyone assumed complications from that were the cause of his death. But when the official coroner's report dropped, it had nothing to do with sickle cell. Instead, they claimed Prodigy accidentally choked on a boiled egg while...
A boiled egg? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on.
While he was in the hospital. The whole choked on a boiled egg story had everybody scratching their heads. But then things took an even wilder turn. Prodigy's family wasn't buying it and took the fight to court. They filed a lawsuit against Spring Valley Medical Center in Vegas, claiming the hospital failed him. According to the lawsuit, the staff...
Come on, man. Y'all know we split those eggs before we even... Ain't nobody gonna put no whole egg in their mouth, man. We don't do that. We split the egg, then put salt and pepper on it. Put your seasoning salt. You know how the deviled eggs go, man. We don't do that. Put a whole egg in. Come on, who does that? Who does that? Don't nobody do that. Get out of here.
Staff didn't keep his IV running properly and didn't monitor his oxygen levels like they were supposed to, even after doctors gave clear orders. And this is when the streets really started talking. Was this just medical negligence, or was there something deeper at play? Could it be that Prodigy's death wasn't just some freak accident, but something more? With the lawsuit, the hospital's alleged failures, and all that Illuminati talk surrounding him, fans can't help but question
that they don't want you speaking the words. It's all about the words. The words are spirit. The words are spirit. In the beginning, there was what? The word. Words. That's why reincarnated Kendra was like, I never take these words for granted. I'm always speak these words. It's the words. That's why y'all remember what was the dude name? What's his name? Nims or Mims? He said, I could sell 1 million saying nothing on the track. Then people got mad at him. It's like, nah, we got to keep these words on here. It's the words. You got to keep, it's the words. They don't want you speaking the words on these songs. That's why they like people like that be mumbling all on the song and all that. They ain't saying nothing. That ain't going to rise nobody up. That's going to keep people dumb. It's the words they want to get rid of. Truth be told, I ain't going to get that deep. Like really, people don't. You don't. Man, I ain't even gonna say it. I ain't even gonna get that deep. But yeah, man. Once you elevate and get spiritual, you don't be afraid of death because you connected with that spirit. You know the spirit can't nobody destroy the spirit but God. That's why he became so enlightened. He like, oh, I don't fear no death. That's just the flesh. That's just the body. Once I go, then the thousands of more gonna get woken up, and they gonna start speaking those words. That's how it works. Once you get rid of one, thousands wake up because you still laid the foundation. They still could go back to your words. Prodigy got books. He got albums people still listening to. All of those words, indestructible. It's the words, the words. The words is spirit. The words get people to move. You know what I'm saying? It lifts people up. It enlightens people. It's all about the words. Let's get it.
Question if the official story is really the full truth. And as for Jay-Z, after Prodigy's passing, Jay claimed they had already squashed their beef back in 2012. In an interview with former 2XL editor-in-chief Elliot Wilson, Jay said, "We spoke. Me and him spoke before he passed. I saw him at a club maybe 5 years ago. He just came over and we kicked it. It's just sad. Blessings to his family. It's sad. Young man." But you already know how it goes with Jay-Z and his so-called squashed beefs. No matter how cool he tries to play it, there's always that feeling like he's not keeping it all the way above. Look at DMX, for example. After X passed, Jay made it seem like there was never any real tension between them. He even blamed it on X's competitive nature, saying it was all just part of the game.
So there was a competitive thing, but it was big love. He was so competitive with me. I never met a human being more competitive with me, like ever, not even my big brother.
But let's be real. Jay was the one.
Nah. We got eyes. We got eyes and we got internet. We seen how DMX put it down. Yo, they hating on me, yo. Nah, son, they hating on me. You know what I'm saying? They hating on me. Yeah, you know what it is. I ain't gonna say no names. Yeah, I ain't gonna say no names, son. That's it, yo. DMX always gave it up, especially when he's at the breakfast. Yo, Drake, man, I don't like the way he walks. I don't like his eyes. I don't like his eyebrows. I don't like none of that. Yeah, I don't like him. I don't like his voice. You know what I'm saying? Like he always gave it up. But yeah, so I don't. DMX ain't like a lot of stuff. Again, they try to destroy the people with all those words. Even though X was, living in sin, everybody's full of sin. Everybody full of sin. But he kept backsliding. You know what I mean? I know he was angry with himself. Once you got that monkey on the back, it's hard to get off. But he stayed prayed up. You know what I mean? X stayed prayed up. As a matter of fact, he got a tattoo of a scripture, I think, right here. Exodus or something like that. Somewhere, I don't know. But yeah, he stayed prayed up, and I know he was a believer. These believers out here, you know what I'm saying? They gonna speak those words to lift the people up. Let's get it.
One out here competing with everybody. DMX himself said that Jay sabotaged the release of his 6th album because he got cold feet about retiring and didn't want the competition.
Okay. But you have also said that you do suffer from bipolar disorder.
I didn't say that.
Oh, you didn't? Because I read that somewhere.
Awkward.
Hold on, let me Google.
But you know what? That's what they do when they can't figure somebody out.
Yeah.
They say he's bipolar. He got ADHD.
Yeah, a whole bunch of random letters.
Now also Ja Rule. Did you ever have a problem with Ja Rule?
Of course you did. We know that. Everybody knows he had a problem with Ja Rule.
What was the problem with Ja? Did you feel like he was stealing your style, everything?
Something like that. I'd rather not.
But you guys were gonna do an album together. Do you know how big that?
We
The Murder Inc.
You guys are like in a group.
That was Irv Gotti's idea. It was gonna be me, John, and Jay-Z.
That would have been a crazy album.
You guys did one song together.
Yeah, and figured we couldn't really.
Now, whether Jay was just playing it safe or playing chess when he supposedly squashed things with Prodigy, one thing's for sure.
Bruh, DMX got in that room. Y'all seen DMX and Jay-Z battle? Yeah, it was on VHS. Y'all seen that? It was on one of the High 8 tapes. Yeah, it was on the on the camcorder. Yep, it was on the camcorder. DMX. He did. Matter of fact, Jay-Z did the same thing. He was rapping a song. DMX was battling. Did the same thing Freeway did against Cassie, rapping a song. Cassie was battling. X was battling. Jay-Z up there rapping a song like, yeah. Nah, X was on him. Ah. Y'all go look that DMX and Jay-Z battle up.
These fans still don't trust him, and some even believe there's more to Prodigy's untimely death than just a tragic accident. And it's not just fans who are saying this. Kanye recently brought up Prodigy's death during an interview with Candace Owens, but before people could really start dissecting what he said, YouTube took the whole interview down and even hit Candace with a 1-week suspension.
And now, like,
oh, I wonder why. We definitely ain't about to play that here. You know what I mean? Try to get me hit. But I am nosy, though. Let me see.
I talked to Noriega this morning. He was like, okay, I realized this. I realized that I really don't feel Prodigy died from choking on an egg.
Candace later addressed Kanye's comments on her show, and she even pulled up an old interview where Prodigy spoke on some wild rituals allegedly going down behind the scenes in elite circles.
That people don't believe that Prodigy choked on an egg. And I had no idea what he was referring to. And
y'all see how this video resurfacing? Now, I'm just getting it. Then y'all gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna keep the word, like, bro, I ain't hear about no egg, bro. Oh no, this is wild.
And I just wanted to let you guys know that there was a rapper named Prodigy who began speaking out about the Illuminati. He basically said, I have this platform and I want to use my platform for good to wake up the masses to what's really going on in society. And so I am going to dig up this old clip of Prodigy right before he mysteriously choked on an egg. And he decided to speak with Alex Jones. Take a listen to what Prodigy had to say.
Yeah, they doing all this ritualistic murder.
Yeah, we already heard that. I know Alex Jones he gonna hype it up. Oh yeah.
They change people's mentality, the way they look at the world. They pulled off one of the.
Yeah, it's in the food. Y'all gotta be careful with that food. Every time I go in the grocery store, I just stay on the outskirts. I stay away from anything with a bunch of colors that's trying to trick you to buy it. Anything that's trying to trick me to buy it, I don't buy it. Stay away. Look, everything with colors. Now I might get my ice pops here and there, you know what I'm saying? But I make sure that the fruit be, you know what I'm saying, like natural, like no sugar in it. But stay on the outside. Stay on the outskirts. Get your grapes, get your cucumbers and all of that. Get your like tuna fish, you know what I'm saying? Wean yourself off of that cereal and all of them little bars and all that, them little Lunchables and all that processed nonsense. Yeah, try to wean yourself off of that stuff, man. Because like he said, like that stuff could change your thoughts. Like it could block like certain passageways in your mind on the molecular level. You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful with that. Then your body don't know what to do with that stuff. Yeah, because it ain't natural. So your body just storing it like as fat, and then it's sitting there and all that. I gotta be careful. I'm telling you. But look, or if you do eat some junk or something like that, make sure you sweat it out. Go sweat it out. Go for a nice run. You know what I'm saying? Make your body burn up, like, you know what I'm saying? Like burn your body up, heat, and sweat it all out. Sweat it all out. Let's get it.
Biggest ritualistic, you know what I mean? That ever happened, you know what I mean? Live for the whole world to see.
So there you have it. That is Prodigy. And like I said, he then mysteriously.
If you dig through Prodigy's old tweets, you'll see he was constantly sharing links, books, and resources for people to do their own research and connect the dots for themselves. Back in
He got woke up.
2014, he shared an article about the UN alerting Britain over supposed child voodoo rituals and pedophile tourists. Prodigy wrote in the caption, I told y'all MFers they doing X rituals on kids. Dumb people need to wake the F up. Prodigy was also...
A lot of them old guys be traveling to different countries. I'm telling you, y'all look up videos of like tourists going out to different countries and all of that. You'll see a bunch of 70-year-old, they retired. They got the bread, you know what I'm saying? They just be out there. They be getting nasty. They be getting nasty.
very critical of the U.S. government, and he constantly shared videos exposing the establishment, like this one titled, "The U.S. is a corporation, not a country." And when it came to the Illuminati, Prodigy made it clear he'd been on that wave way before it became a trending topic in hip-hop. Back in 2012, Prodigy tweeted, "The first time the word Illuminati was ever spoken in rap music was in my verse from LL Cool J's song, I Shot Ya." And then he doubled down in another tweet saying, "Illuminati is preschool information to me. That's like learning your ABCs." So with all these breadcrumbs Prodigy was dropping, and then the bizarre circumstances surrounding his death, what's your take on all this? Did Prodigy know too much and get silenced? Or do you buy—
Damn, an egg though? Nah, man. Y'all please let me know what y'all think, man. Did y'all hear about this egg situation? I thought it was something with the sickle cell, that's the name of it. I thought it came from that. But choking on it, I didn't hear that. This don't sit well with me, man. For real. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Big Kish signing out. I'm going, y'all.